What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I would like to share with you guys some of the creatures of Magnus that I recreated on a game called Spore. As you can see here we've got the Deustyrannus. I will eventually show you guys what each creature that I made looks like, and yeah, so all of its features and all that stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so here we've got the Deustyrannus. I made this one a while back, like way before Magnus was even created. So here we've got the Deustyrannus, or the Tyrant God. Notice how its arms are a little longer and a little bigger than its ancestor, not by much. And he's got quills on his back and some quills on his head, red eyes and some horns on his head, like a dragon kind of ish. And if you just look at the coloring, I chose like blue and red and light green for the colors. And I don't know, I'm actually kind of proud of this creation because it's not too crazy looking. It actually walks like a real dinosaur, and it's just, you know, it looks really cool looking. And if I wanted to do some, like, make it roar, magnificent. Alright, let's not get carried away with this one. Just look at its walking animation, and then its running animation. Yeah, look right at me. Okay. Alright, well, let me know if you guys like this one. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the Goliatitan, the descendant of the Brachiosaurus. And look how it looks more aquatic-like with the scales and all that. Have it walk around a little. It's got the fin on the end of its tail, a sail on its back, a sail on its head, a couple of fins on its legs and feet. So this thing might have been a good swimmer, and it's actually moving pretty fast for such a large sauropod, if you know what I mean. But yeah. The reason it sounds like a monkey is because this mouth here is literally the only thing that I saw fit on this creature, so yeah. Notice how he's and the color pattern, some green, some yellow, you know. I just decided to give him a little more of an aquatic look, because originally I thought a Goliatitan would be more of an aquatic creature, but I guess it could be both. You never know. Alright, moving on to the next one. Up next, we have the Octoceratops, the descendant of the Triceratops. Originally, this creature was not supposed to be an original concept. Like, well, it was an original dinosaur. It wasn't supposed to be a descendant. It was actually supposed to be a hybrid cross between the Triceratops and Pentaceratops. You see, 3 plus 5 equals 8, so makes sense, because, look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Makes sense. Yeah, and I chose, like, purple with, like, golden spots, because, I don't know, I just chose, you know? I'm not really the best when it comes to color schemes. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section down below. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the Diablotaurus, or the descendant of the Carnotaurus. And look at this thing. And notice I put hooves on it instead of feet, because he was known to have hooves, kind of like a bull. And notice the tongue it has like a Komodo dragon, and the horns that it has, kind of like a bull. So, yeah. Look how it walks, and it's pretty obvious why I chose the colors of this thing. Yeah, because I wanted it to look more demon-like, you know? Yes. Looks pretty awesome, in my honest opinion. I'm kind of proud of this one. Alright, moving on to the next one. Up next we have the Camoraptor, which is a descendant of the Velociraptor. Notice you got the raptor claws and the feathers, and I made him a white color because I could probably have him give the illusion that he actually changes color to blend in with the environment. So, because he's called the Camoraptor after all. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the Camoraptor down below. Yeah, he looks really cool. Moving on to the next one. Up next, we have the Paracapricornus. I wanted to give this guy more of a mystical look. So that's why we got the white, the blue, the yellow, along with the green eyes and the horn on its head, like a unicorn, and the hooves and the ponytail, actually, too, so... If you take a closer look, he actually looks pretty cool. And he's got fur, because, you know, originally he was part horse, so, yeah. Alright, moving on to the next one. Up next, we have one of the big baddies himself, the Mortemsupremis. Now this guy is a descendant of the Giganotosaurus. And for this guy, I wanted him to look, you know, kind of, evil looking. With the red eyes, the black and red color scheme, the kind of bony plates on its back, the bony plates on its horns, on its head. You know. This is another design I'm proud of. You know, I feel like ever since I've gotten back into Spore, I've gotten better at creating dinosaurs. But yeah, other than that, this one looks really awesome. You know, so... Alright, moving on to the next one. Up next we have the Cryotyrannus, which is actually a descendant of the Deustyrannus. Notice it's basically... It kind of looks like the Deustyrannus. I kind of wanted to give it that feel that it kind of looks like the Deustyrannus with the arms and the head. Except it has feathers and a more icy color scheme. I think he looks pretty cool, if you know what I mean. Let me know what you guys think of this guy in the comment section down below. I'm proud of you too. So, moving on to the next one. Up next, we have a big favorite, the Shinigamiosaurus. I wanted to give this guy more of an Indoraptor type creature because, you know, well, technically it's part Camoraptor, part Diablotaurus. But yeah, I wanted to make this thing really cool looking, you know. It's just, you know. I'm actually proud of this creation as well. Like, I feel like I'm getting better at creating creatures in Spore, and I'm actually proud of this one. So, you notice I got the claws and, like, very long arms and... Okay, well, without further ado, let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the Komodosaurus, the descendant of the Allosaurus. Now, as you can see here, I kind of wanted to make him like a four-legged creature, but he could probably switch into two legs if he wanted to. That's why I got that, so I got one hand, one side is a hand and the other is a foot. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to give it more of like a lizard type feel, you know, like with the fork-like tongue, and it's still a dinosaur regardless, but, or a magnosaur as everyone calls it, but it's more of a mutant, if anything. Alright, moving on to the next dinosaur. Up next we have the Keratosuchus, which is like a descendant of the Sarcosuchus. Now, for a crocodile, it actually looks pretty good if I'm going to be honest. I kind of wanted to give it like thick hide like a rhinoceros and the two protruding horns like a rhinoceros on the body of a crocodile. And the armor is, you know, just for effect. You know? I know it's not the most appealing looking creature, but from a standpoint, I think I did a pretty good job. Alright, moving on to the next one. And last but not least, we've got the Macellonyx, which is a descendant of the Deustyrannus. Now, this guy, I kind of made like really long claws and feathers, and the colors, I love this color scheme. The green fur with the red spots on top, and then the yellow lightning strike thing to add effect to it. But yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. And the way it walks is just magnificent looking. Yeah. And the feathers at the end of its tail. It kind of looks more like a bird than it does a dinosaur, to be honest with you. Okay, I just want to show you one more, and that'll be it for today. But this guy here, the Pachygastrosaurus. Notice the arm, right away, notice the armor on its stomach instead of its back. It kind of looks like a notosaurid, except it's got like a club at the end of its tail. Actually, it kind of reminds me of like a cross between an Ankylosaurus and a Moschops, if I'm going to be honest with you. This creature is like a weird one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this creature in the comments section down below. That's going to have to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I hope you liked my creations, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one.